Hi, I'm Bob, and my prayer for you today is that you have a wonderful day. May I take a moment of your time and ask God to bless our day today? One day, some years ago, I stopped carrying my cell phone for a week. My friends thought I was crazy. Bob, they cried, what is wrong with you? I smiled as I remembered there was not a moment when I was not on the phone calling somebody or other, or sitting in car talking to friends or casual acquaintances as my driver drove me around. We passed the sea, we passed magnificent hills, but my mouth was firmly fixed on seductive mouthpiece and my mind on needless conversation, and I hardly noticed lovely rolling waves or soothing hills. But that week, I listened to the silence that surrounded me. I heard more beautiful thoughts than ever before. It's been estimated that a talkative person speaks around 30,000 words a day. But the important question is, how do my words, whether many or few, affect those around me? A Greek philosopher asked his servant to cook the best dish possible. The servant, who was very wise, prepared a dish of tongue, saying, "It's the best of all dishes, for it reminds us that we may use the tongue to bless and express happiness, dispel sorrow, remove despair, and spread cheer." The philosopher was quite intrigued by his servant's philosophy and later asked him to cook the worst dish possible. Again, he prepared a dish of tongue, saying, "It's the worst dish, for it reminds us that we may use the tongue to curse and break hearts, destroy reputations, create strife, and set families and nations at war." I didn't have to eat tongue to grasp that servant's point, but I certainly have had to eat my own words quite often before I've learned to avoid saying things I'd like to retract later, which is why I believe now, the less said, the better. King Solomon wrote, "The tongue of the wise promotes health." The key words here is not tongue but wise. The tongue is not in control, but the person behind it is. Like I said, it was a week I stopped carrying a mobile, and my friends asked me, "What do you do with your talk time now?" "I talk." "You talk?" they asked, looking at each other as I was mad. "Yes," I said, "I talk." "Without a phone?" "The person I talk to doesn't need a phone to be contacted. He's up there." "And what, Bob, do you talk to that person up there about?" "I asked to make me wise," I said, "that when I do use my tongue, I'll use it to bless, express happiness, dispel sorrow, remove despair, and spread cheer. Let us use our talk for that, and otherwise be silent." Thank you, and before I sign off, I'd like to remind you to press subscribe on your YouTube so that you can hear me every single day. Thank you.